what do you mean when you handle me like that? Yes, he like maybe it might be the last, the first. Yes, it was the first, it will be the last. Hello, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Thabo Mongezi and welcome, and I am Thabo Mongezi Boswitz. If you are a new viewer, please do not forget to press that subscription button, to like, notification button, to comment, and let's grow the channel, let's get to know each other, let's engage. And if you are an old subscriber, a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the love. I see you, I appreciate you, and I love you. As I always say, you know me, like usually people that I interact or that I engage with on my socials, it is all mega love from me to you, whether you love me or you hate me. But yeah, from my side, I just pour out love, and that is that. But yeah, guys, I just did a story time about this combo now, you know. But anyway, you'll sit there. But yeah, guys, you know, something that I actually wanna, this story time I want to talk about today. And I think I was contemplating, I don't know if that's the right word, or I was hesitant, or I was really not sure whether I wanted to talk about it, or if I'm ready to talk about it, or whatever the case is. But that's also when I've realized, you know, there are certain times where incidents or events happen in our lives and we brush things off and think that we've processed them, and only when you're thinking about it or when you want to talk about it and realize this thing actually still triggers you. I don't know if you get my point, or if you really get where I'm going with this. But yeah, I know also a lot of people actually suffering from this in silence. But yeah, I'm not here to tell someone how to react or how to behave on their end, because I'm just here to just share my story. And as I've always said, my aim, or the whole point of me putting my story times or my life experiences, as embarrassing as they may be in my life, I know that for the fact that some people are doing what I'm doing in secret or in silence, and that's okay, because that is their choice. And some people are going through what I'm going through in silence and all that, and that is also their choice, you know, to speak out and all that. But on my end is to say to that one person that, oh, you're not alone, it is life, it happens. And yeah, and those who have never been to such situations, it is probably to try maybe and prevent them, or make them aware of what's really happening out there, so they also tread very careful, or they know situations that they actually get themselves into. I don't know if I make sense. But yeah, guys, and I think maybe that's why I had this combo. I have this combo because I think I just need that bit of a kick, so I can have spins or the lever to dive into this and talk about it. And I'll try to, you know, like one thing about me is I speak very fast, and sometimes maybe you miss certain words that I say. I'll try and slow down, you know, like just a little bit. But yeah, at the end of the day, you'd have gotten the message of what I'm trying to say. Forgive me if I'm too fast, but yeah, I will just dive on it. So guys, one day, yeah, I was going to this event, an all-white party event, you know, and I was invited we're going out like as friends and all that, with our partners and all that mess, you know. So as we were going there, I was with my boyfriend, so we went to the party, and like if it's an event, we went there, we got alcohol and all that we needed for the event, you know, so that we can have fun, you know. So we got there, you know, as someone that you're dating, I think one knows that, oh man, if you do 1 2 3 4 5, you know how you react to it. Or if you mix 1 2 3 4 5, you know how you react or how you behave. Or if you take 1 2 3 4 5, you know like certain things that are good for your system and things that are not also good for your system, you know. So in this instant, so this person, we went out with friends, and the friends were away, you know, my guy is not, like my boyfriend is not supposed to like smoke weed, you know, and they know because he told me, and I told them then, but also he was like jokingly saying it, you know, but like I take certain things like very serious, and also from, you know, being told it's okay, weed makes people act or behave in a certain way, you know. But on my end, we went there, we were chilling, we were drinking, and we were dancing with like everyone because we were having fun. And Ganzi, the friends were secretly giving him weed to smoke, right? And in this instant, I cannot blame friends because they were aware that he's not supposed to smoke weed. However, they offered him weed, but as an adult, I felt what he also on his end he gave consent, like he accepted, or he took in, or he took the weed and smoked. I don't know whether they offered him or he asked for it. I don't know, whatever the case is. And also, those are adults. We cannot deprive them from doing what they love based on one person who's just supposed to control something because they know their situation. So you cannot say people must not smoke weed next to him because weed is not good for him, or like smoke is not good for him, or whatever the case is. So yeah, they secretly gave him weed. So he smoked the weed wherever, and he was just kind of funny, and he was I think, when someone is high and like in a certain level, so he was there with weed. As he is there with weed, but I can see with him, and he's not really himself. But I'm thinking, okay, we are drinking. Chances are maybe also alcohol has kicked in. Later did I know that this actually person took weed. And I also don't want to make it an excuse. He took weed. So the friends, I don't know if it's the friends or a friend, as I was dancing with we came all together. I was dancing with someone that he knows that we're both on the same circle. We're dancing together. And I don't know who told him what, but I heard that after that, I was inappropriately dancing or touching his the friend. And when my memory serves me right, I was like, I was dancing with everyone the same way that I was dancing with this particular human being. But why is his story different? Because I was dancing with everyone, and when I danced with that one, there was also a different issue. That why are you dancing? Why did you dance with that one? Like, how do you dance with that one like that? So what happened is they told him that I was touching him inappropriate, or we're doing something. I don't know. It was just a story that even today I can't really tell. But see, it stems from what? But see, the root of it was what, and what was the aim or the purpose of them telling him that, and him reacting how he reacted. Because I remember we were like having an argument. I was like, you know what, we are with people, there's a lot of people around us, can we just walk away and like talk like adults? Because I wouldn't want us to argue in front of people like our friends and people who are here, because we're in an event. Obviously an event is packed, like everyone is there, people are there to have fun. Let us not be party poopers. Let's just go somewhere, solve our issues, a couple, and like this boyfriend, and come back and have fun if we're having fun. If not, let us go home. Yeah, it escalated from that, like from 0 like to 100 within minutes. Within minutes, it escalated to something because he was talking and stuff, and I don't know what his friends were saying, because I remember I walked away with my other friend, and as we were walking away, we got somewhere. I don't know what he was trying to do, because we got by the parking. He came and grabbed me. He came and he grabbed me by my neck. And when one grabs you by my neck, you don't know what is the aim. By my neck, you can be grabbing me to kill me. You can be grabbing me to make me unconscious. You can be grabbing to threaten me, or to make me powerless. But he grabbed me by my neck, and I remember that he grabbed me so hard that he scratched my neck. Like he scratched me here, like had scars here. He scratched me by my neck, and I had to try and push him away from me, as his friends were trying to pull him away from me, and my friend trying to make me move also from him, because this person, how he was behaving or how he was acting like someone who was possessed by something, and I don't know what was the aim and all that, because he kept saying that I'm gonna kill you, and now all eyes, I don't know, because we moved to the parking, but the eyes that were there by the parking were actually all eyes on us. And some people, when they see gay people fighting, especially a couple, it's okay, yeah, so they actually do this, so okay, yeah, muran and all that, let them sort it out themselves and all that, and they tried pulling my friends, they tried to pull me, and they also tried to his friends tried to pull him on the other end. And I remember that I was so mad, and they were so mad at this guy. Good, see, it's not about him. pulling me by my neck and scratching, and he didn't just like a small scratch, like he scratched me. I had nail scratches, like, and like my entire neck, like from here, nala, I had like scratches, you know. And I was mad at the fact that not because you smoked weed, not because you behaved the way you did or you handled the situation that you did, but I was mad at the fact that I am experiencing that in the hands of someone that I love. I think that is one thing that made me mad, because if it was done by maybe a friend or something, it could have been a different story, but it was done by someone that I love, and I expected them to react in a certain way or to handle the situation in a different way. And the way I was so mad was that also this person came to visit me, and where do I, like, where does he go from at that time? Because it was also late from the event. Like, where do I take him? Where do I hide or run away from? Because he came to my place, and I cannot say go wherever and see that you're going to sleep like wherever with your friends and all that, you know. Because I remember that the following day I was going to work, and I wouldn't have went wherever because this person came to me. And there, I don't know how we got home, or we were driven home. We went back to my place, and I was so mad that I could not speak to him. I didn't want to speak to him because yes, it was the first time he reacted how he reacted at what he did. But I was mad at the fact that, number one, he smoked what he was not supposed to. Number two, he listened to his friends who told him how I was reacting or how I was behaving with his with the other friend without even him, because he saw me all along but he didn't have issues. So what triggered him to behave in that way? And also, why did he behave in that way? Why would he handle me like that? Or why would he behave like that? I don't say it's okay to do it in private or in a private space, but I was thinking, why would he even do it worse in public? Not that in private it's better, but why would you do it in front of everyone, in front of friends and people who were there? And also, why would you do it? Why were you not an adult about it? And also, we cannot blame weed that is weed. Yes, you know what weed does to you, but why did you smoke it in the first place? And out of all the things, not because violence is good, you can attack, but you attack me. Dude, you're supposed to love me. I'm supposed to be safe around you. What do you mean when you handle me like that? Yes, he like inzamo and all that, but it doesn't mean a neck it's any less. An assault is an assault. What I could have done it on my face, on my body where people cannot see, but an assault it's an assault. And I was so mad, I was so angry. And I remember I didn't say anything to him, like all the way from where we were to my place, and also when I got to my place, I just went to bed. He kept like saying, I'm sorry. I slept. I said, it's okay, I slept. We'll talk about it when you've sobered up, or when that thing is out of your system, or when I've also sobered up, but we'll talk about it. And the following morning I left for work, and he kept sending me a lot of texts that he can't live without me and all that, he loves me and all that mess. And he told me that he's gonna take his life because I'm gonna leave him. Out of panic mode, you know, when something happens for the first time, out of panic mode, I quickly called the people who were closest to me, or that were close enough to reach him, to get to him. Because when he sent those texts, after I tried to call him, he was unavailable. He was not responding to my text. He was not responding to the phone calls. He was not saying anything. And I had to reach out to the people who were like probably closest to my place to go and find out what is the issue, if they can just go to my place and see this human being and try and distract him, or and just be there before it's too late, because I'm also far because of work. You know, and also now, you know, when you're also now caught up at work, that, you know, I'm alone at work now, I cannot just close someone's business and go to attend to personal things. It's a matter of life and death. But how do I handle this? I do my job, you know, not because my job is more, but also is more important, but my job also feeds me. You've got choices. That what you're trying to do now, it's a choice. It's what you are deciding to do on your own accord and because of your own actions. You know, I tried to get someone likely reached out to my place before like it could even get maybe severe or hectic, or that thing could go to his system. So he tried drinking medication. Luckily it didn't go that hectic, or it didn't hurt him, or whatever the case is. So apparently when I called, the person said no, he found him, he was still reacting to whatever medication, but they tried, I think, to revive or to get whatever that they can get, go keep her awake. So he didn't need to even go to the doctor and all that because of what he tried to drink. But it was that situation, and I had to come back home, and we sat down and we had a conversation about what happened, and he apologized about the whole mess before he could actually also leave and go to his place. He apologized about the whole mess. But one thing is, when you love someone, or when something like this happens in the hands of someone, you always give them the benefit of the doubt. I think I saw it from me, talking from experience. In my head, I was like, okay, it is the first time he's doing it. He's never gonna do it again. He asked for forgiveness. He's sincere, or he's genuine, and if he is sorry, let us forgive him. It is the first time. He will never do it again. He will never hurt me again. He will never act in that manner. He will listen to me, and he will address things with me in a different manner, in an adult way, But yeah, guys, he did that. I forgave him. And when you love someone, you forgive such things, and you forgive them. Like when you forgive something and forgive wholeheartedly, you don't carry it as a grudge. You don't take it as something that is a constant reminder to the next person, would say, this is what you did to me, because you love this person, and you're like, okay, in as much as you messed up, but I love you, I forgive you, I hope you don't go through this thing again, So I forgive that. And one thing that I've also realized, would say, people like that, you also protect them. Because I remember when I got to work that morning, because that morning I was alone, but for the next morning at work, when I got to work, like my colleagues would see that my neck is messed up, like I have so many scratches. And remember that now, in the name of protecting your boyfriend or the one that you love, had to lie. Which a lot of people are in abusive relationships, they do. They cover up. People are being assaulted by their partners, they cover up. That is what I did. I remember I told my colleagues that, oh no, we went out as you guys knew that I was going to this event and all that. These girls were fighting, so I was trying to separate them and all that. So this girl had nails and she scratched. Even listen to the lies, That girl, I was trying to separate them. She scratched my neck and all that. And my colleague was like, yo, she can scratch you like that, but you're not fighting with her. How hectic was, like, yo, this girl's like, she was crazy. But now I was now taking my boyfriend, placing him to this girl, telling their story, but as if it's that girl, but it was not. It was in the hands of someone that I was dating and someone that I loved, So I had to lie, because number one is I have to protect him, so that my friends do not see him. Those who were there obviously saw that, but those who were not there, I had to protect him from friends. I had to protect him from colleagues or people that knew us or knows us, maybe that we are dating, because they don't look at him in a different light. Because once someone does something bad to you and you tell other people, they don't look at him the same way. In as much as you can forgive him for his deeds or whatever that he did to you, but they do not look at him the same way. In as much as they can say, oh, okay, it's okay and all that, but I am telling you now for sure that they will never look at that person the same way, because that person assaulted. Oh, saying my battery's low. They'll never look at that person the same way, because that person assaulted someone that they love or that is dear to their heart. So I was doing it to protect this human being that I love, and I never spoke about it. I never said anything about it, but it's something that it happened. And yeah, I thought, maybe it might be the last, yes, it was the first, it will be the last thing that he would do to me and all that. Little did I know, it was not the first time. Yes, I can say, I don't know how to label it. It was not an abusive relationship. Yeah, I would say that, but it had that assault, the first one that happened, and it has a second one that happened. So it is just me trying to say it out there, because I know there's some people who are going through the same mess in the hands of those that they love, and they forgive because they love this person. And we always give excuses that no, it's the first time, they'll never do it again, they're sorry and all that. But then are they not going to do it again? And after how long, it doesn't matter whether they're gonna take 2 years after you forgave them or 3 years after you forgave them to do it again, and you forgive them, think that, oh no, the last time I did it was 3-4 years ago. And assault is an assault. You know, it's an act that someone that you believe that loves you is not supposed to do. Someone who loves you, in as much as someone doesn't love you, we're not supposed to assault each other. We're not supposed to put like each other in that box or that corner. But in the hands of someone that you love is very, very hard. Because number one is you have to forgive, you have to forget. You still have to look at them in the same way, or protect them also from the public, and keep it to yourself. And that thing, after some time, it chows you. It's something that chows you after a long time, like after some time, because it's something that you try and suppress, or that you bottle up, or don't speak or vent about, because it concerns someone that you love. And also you don't want to put them in the bad light, or you don't want to paint them as people who are wrong, or people who did you dirty. And even in as much, even if maybe, let's say, I did dance in an appropriate manner or way, it had no excuse for it to end like that, or for him to behave like that, or for him to react like that. Because if you are in a relationship with someone, it must never get to a point where you guys are pointing fingers at each other, where you guys are pushing each other, where you guys are raising each other's voices. Because on my end, yes, it had that first incident, but the other incident was us raising voices to each other. And I don't love screaming and all that, and especially when you're fighting, sometimes I lose my speech. I can't really talk, but I'll probably like either shake or I'll just stutter, because I don't know how to react to that. And I believe, if I'm doing something wrong, you are supposed to sit me down as an adult and reprimand me or talk to me. And hence that in some situations, when I feel something hurts, I don't want to talk about it when it hurts, because I want to avoid talking about something while I'm speaking in a place of hurt, and I end up saying things that I'm not supposed to do. Because I know once you say certain words, you can never you can never reverse them, or you can never untell them, or let the ear unhear whatever that you say to the next person. That's why if something really gets to me, I try and be quiet about it, or keep quiet about it, and process it, so that when I'm ready, it comes from a calm place, and we address it properly. So yeah, guys, this was my story time. Talking about the story time, it's something that I was on and off about talking about, thinking, should I talk about it, should I not, how do I address it? And even now, I don't know if I addressed it in a way that can get what I'm trying to say, or whatever that I'm trying to put out there. But yeah, I think it just gave me a lot of thoughts. But yeah, the second incident, I think, is also the one that really took the cup for me. But yeah, guys, it is that we are people who say, no, you guys are guys, you cannot do that to each other, and all that. Abuse is only between a man and a woman. Guys, we get abused in the hands of the ones that we love, even as men or as females. We assault each other as couples, like queer couples, same gender. We assault each other. But it's not, is it supposed to get there? No. Are you supposed to assault me as someone that you love? No. When you're doing it for the first time, do we forgive and move on, or do we forgive and still stay? And until after how long do you do it again? Do you give a second chance to someone who assaults you for the first time and say, oh, you're never going to do it again? Let's just say it won't happen again. He made an error, he was wrong, but it's fine, he will never do it again. How do you react in that situation? Do you go and speak to someone? Do you vent about it? What do you say? How do you deal with it? How do you handle it? How do you protect this human being? Because there are many people who are in relationships that they're being assaulted or they're being abused. At the end of the day, they protect that person because it comes in the place of love. They love that person. They're trying to protect that person. But what does it do to you? And that's why a lot of people, they keep doing the same thing. They keep assaulting, they keep abusing you because you are protecting them. Because they know for a fact that they can do whatever that they want to, never say anything because you are protecting them. And only the ones who are very close to you will get to witness that, and they also keep mum because it's also not their place to tell or their story to tell, or to even tell you what to do because you're an adult, you're old enough. They cannot tell you to walk away. Because even if they were to tell you to walk away, the other day when you are doing pillow talks with the same person, you'll be telling him, yo, the others were saying, I must leave you. So we are scared to even tell people what to do about their lives. Even when you see that this situation is deadly for that next person, you're like, yo, okay, you can only advise and hit around the bushes, but you can never say it with your own mouth and say, yo, friend, I think you must leave there. You are not safe. Because we know that those people, because they still love that human being, they're still going to forgive and go back. Even after the hurt, even after the assault, even after the betrayal, because you're trying to protect them. But will it stop? Does it stop? When does it stop? Because I've seen other people have lost their lives because of small and other things, because we forgave that, oh, no, it was the first time, you'll never do it again. What if the second time when the person is doing it, they are killing you? What if the second time they are doing it, they are killing you from the first time they did it? It is a tricky thing. It is a tricky situation. And I know what is happening. A lot of gay guys are going through the same mess. A lot of queer people, lesbians and all that, they are going through the same mess. They are being abused and attacked by their so-called partners. And they protect them because they love them. But how do you walk away? How do you walk away? How do you know it's enough? Do you need someone to tell you, or you or yourself, you tell yourself, here I'm gonna die? Because I know myself, could say the second time something something like that happened, I made a decision there and then. I knew, could say, I won't stay in this relationship. I need to leave this relationship, because one way or the other, this person one day is going to kill me. And what is I am sorry after you've killed me? To my parents, or to my mother, or to my siblings, what do you say? So it is that, guys. People are suffering in silence. People are going through it in silence, in the hands of the ones that they love. It happened with me to the hands of someone that I was dating, like a boyfriend that I had then. But yeah, guys, it is life, it happens. And yeah, guys, you can go to my commenting section and comment if you've ever experienced or encountered something like that, or if you ever suffered like an assault or an abuse in the hands of someone that you loved or that you love. And how did you get away? Or how did you stay? What did you do? Did it happen again? Did it not? Did he learn his lesson? Did he stop? And what happened? Do you love him like freely so and feel safe around them? And what is it? Let's talk. Anyway, guys, it is big love from me to you. I love you. Until next time, I'm signing out. I am Mongezi.